All right, so I love my Jeep and I love having the top off in the summer, but it creates one problem. Room. The hardtop takes up room in my garage and it becomes a collector of crap and junk and I can't park in here. So I'm going to create a lift system for under 200 bucks that I think will be awesome. So I bought this electric lift off of Amazon. It's 440 pounds, which should be enough for the hardtop. And then I also got 4 pulleys that are a top mount and 4 pulleys that are a side mount. So these will mount to the ceiling and operate from the side. And I'll show you my idea. So this is my plan. The hardtop here in the dashed line is going to be supported on the bottom by a combination of a 2x6 with a 2x4 underneath it that spaces it out, and then it's going to have some eyelets underneath it. This will be supporting it and allow it to raise. I'm also going to have the side pulleys mounted in a single point, probably on a piece of plywood, and all of the cables that will be supporting it will be running through this organized. That's not a very attractive fashion, but we'll come out here to a single D-ring and all connect. And then the lift will pull on that D-ring and pull everything up equally. The top mount pulleys will all face the box over here. And the individual cables then will run from the individual pulleys, and they will roll over the pulley and go straight down exactly over these 4 points. So I'll be able to evenly raise the hardtop by pulling on this one D-ring over here. All right, so I've mounted the winch up near the top of the wall. I had to drill some holes in the back of it. And then this cable will go out to a pulley that I'll put here that'll attach to the D-ring. So plugs in just long enough, and it's got a control up and down. All right, here's my control, and you can see it comes up. There's not enough tension on it to come down, but it'll come out. So that's how it works. Don't ask about this. Family heirloom. All right, so I've switched to 2x4s instead of 2x6s, and I cut a 2x4 59 inches, another one 70 inches, so it'll have some overhang underneath the top. So this is what's going to support the top. I've got one built and sitting underneath my top right now. So it fits just underneath that flange and fills up to the edge, so it should give it plenty of support. And now to the ceiling. All right, so I've got 2 boards that match my support boards that are going underneath my hardtop on the ceiling. And then I have a set of horizontal pulleys. So this is my mark where my vertical pulley will be. And this one will feed this one and turn and go towards the winch. This one will have a similar mark. It will come over and it'll grab the second one and turn, and all of the cables are going to fit in this box. This is an outside left, this is outside right, this is the inside left, this is the inside right. I am going to have to move this one. It's in the way of the other one coming through here. So I'll line those up. I'll line those up, and then they will shoot over there. And I'm actually just gonna loop it and then come back and grab it with the hook there. So we're heading over there. All right, now I have my vertical pulleys mounted. It comes up and it shoots directly at the horizontal pulley that I want it to match. So it's gonna go around this one and through that one. I still have the backs to do. You'll notice that one is pitched to pick up this one. Aimed it right at it so that the cable is a clean shot. Okay, now I got them all set. So this one's heading over and picking up the first one. This second one, I actually had to move it so this one's twisted out, so it'll go through the first one, pick up the second one. So it's just gonna thread through it. Then the rest of them should line up. I'm gonna put a ring right here, and then we're gonna pull straight off of that. Okay, so I got my boards suspended and level. And you can see that I've got the cables lined up with this horizontal pulley system. I'll get up there a little closer to that for you. So we've got that one feeding into that one. This one here on the front, coming over and feeding into that one. And the two back ones are fed. This one doesn't rub in here, but it shoots through it, picks up this pulley, and then feeds straight down to the pulley there. And I'm not quite level from one board to the next. I'm level across my boards. I'm not level this direction, so I'm off a little bit. So I'm going to pull some slack out of this and then kind of pulling it through. Okay, now while it's suspended, I've got everything level. They're level side to side and front to back. So, okay, here goes the lowering. Gotta tangle it. Oh, the clasps we're going through, so I'll go adjust that. Okay, so these got tangled up because they were loose, but these are here to keep it level because I'm looping it and then going back to the other arm. So so these will need to be tightened down, and then this will be the center point, and it'll always pull from the balancing. Okay, the hardtop is about 3 feet tall, so I'm going to make sure that I've got enough space, and then I'll put the hardtop on. Okay, slid the hardtop back, set the 2 eyes on the lips, felt up underneath there, made sure it was good. Let's test this out. Pretty easy. Up, down, up. All right, that gives me plenty of clearance. I can walk in and around it, and I'm gonna call that good. And so here it is now. I can raise and lower it onto the Jeep. Actually, if I slide the seat up and move the passenger seat forward, it drops in. Obviously, I don't have a 6-point right over the roll bar and sets right down onto the back. So right now I have no tension on it. And I can remove those and slide that forward. Works real well, super easy. All right, I did total how much I spent on it, and it did cost a little bit more than I was initially thought. I came in right under $250. The winch was about $100. The pulleys, both sets were about $50. The cable was about $30. And then just the miscellaneous things, 2x4s. Hardware was a little bit more than I thought it would be. I bought some extra clips, etc. So hopefully this helps somebody, and maybe you'll improve my design.